welcome back to the Compound Podcast. This is episode 212, brought to you by Parse Rum.
Yeah.
Parse Rum is back.
We're back.
They're back. It's like we never left.
Local Benny's, some other places. You know,
Go to
me.
Benny's. Go to Benny's. If you're in Illinois, go to Benny's. Parse is back in Benny's. We need you to walk into Benny's, say, if I say Parse, you say rum, and then go grab a bottle.
Need it.
Some exciting announcements. Parse's back is number one. Number two, Compound Live, June 20th. Music Box Theater, 7 p.m. We have a promo code, Compound 30. That is Compound 30, no spaces, Compound 30 promo code. You go on the Music Box Theater website, get your ticket, put in the promo code Compound 30 for a $30 ticket to come watch. We have Jameson Tyon, Justin Steele, Jan Gomes, Nico Horner, all confirmed. We have Joe from Obvious Shirts making Obvious Shirts. We're going to take the money from Obvious Shirts. That money is going to get donated to Cubs charities to go to cancer research to support our good friend Ryan Sandberg. We're very excited about that. Those shirts are we're gonna put them out this week so you can see them. They're gonna go on the Obvious Shirts website, and then they'll also be sold at the show. Compound $30, Music Box Theater.
I just want to say real quick, shout out to our friends from the Music Box Theater. They let me pick the promo code, and I tried ZS59, but it had to be five letters. So just everyone know, it was going to be ZS59. Couldn't make it happen. Sorry about it.
Why not ZS5988 for Ian?
That felt like a lot of numbers at that point. I thought about putting it in the group chat, but we wanted to get it up quickly, so I just decided to make an executive decision.
Not confuse the people. It's
That's fair.
Compound 30. Don't type in ZS59. Type in Compound 30. $30 ticket.
Something might happen if you do CS59. Who knows? Maybe it's a 59-cent ticket.
Something might happen. Very exciting news. Parse is going to sponsor the live show. They're on with us for the rest of the year. We love Parse. You love Parse. I love Parse. We all love Parse. What's happening in the baseball world? What's happening in the world? Dodgers, Yanks in New York. Do you guys see how many Dodgers fans were in New York? It was comical.
Yeah.
They were just like walking. They were marching through the streets. They were having a parade.
Tommy, did it piss you off or what?
Okay. Did you hear the crowd when Trent Grisham hit a homer after chanting "We want Soto"? I mean, there was no Dodgers fans in that stadium.
I was kind of off that.
I was off them chanting "We want Soto." I kind of loved Aaron Judge.
That
And it obviously was no way a slight to Soto of saying like, "We want who? We want who?" Like just kind of like a F you. Like, I mean, Grisham's had a tough start to the year. No denying that. But like, that's a sick moment of like, they're basically saying like, this guy stinks. We want the other guy. Well, of course you want Juan Soto. And then for him to hit a bomb, like that was pretty sick.
I thought Judge had some good comments in his post game too.
I was just about to read what he said. He said he wasn't too happy with the fans chanting "We want Soto" tonight. Grisham works his butt off every single day. Soto is out right now. He's going to be back soon. He's carrying this team all year. Anytime you go against teams like this, fans pay to come see you. Come see. They want to see the best out there. Soto's going to heal up fine, but Grish is the heck of a ball player. He showed up tonight in a big moment we needed him. I wasn't too happy with it, but I think he made a good point. He got his point across with that homer. And like, that's awesome to
That's why the C's on your chest.
That's like he attacked both angles of it. Like, hey, obviously we understand you want Soto, but okay, let's relax. And Grisham is good as well. Okay.
And he came through, and it was a cool moment.
Yeah.
You can make it known like, hey, we want a top 3 player in baseball. No shit. We all do. But at the same time, you don't got to chirp your own guys. And yeah, I mean, that's why the C's on the chest for Aaron Judge, which, by the way, saw this stat today by Talking Yanks, Talking Baseball posted it. Aaron Judge, since May 4th, the day of his first career ejection, he's played 33 games. He is 48 for 114. That is a 421 batting average, 14 singles, 15 doubles, 1 triple, 18 home runs, 31 walks, good for a 1588 OPS.
Bro,
That's insane.
I'm going to get tossed tomorrow.
That's insane.
That's unbelievable.
There's so many guys that don't even have 48 hits all year. He's got 18 home runs.
18 pumps in a month is just like nuts.
Yeah.
Dude, he's going on an absolute heater right now, bro.
The heater of all heaters.
Heater of
The Barry Bonds heater.
Barry Bonds heater. Yeah.
He's got more doubles than singles and obviously more home runs than singles. He has twice the amount of extra base hits than he does singles.
I mean, he gets extra base hit every time he's up. That's unbelievable.
That ball last night was so far.
Well, we were talking about this a minute ago before we jumped on. So Yankees-Dodgers, kind of a crazy scheduling from Major League Baseball. So let me say, they do the London series and Yankees-Dodgers the same weekend. A little bit of bananas. And then Yankees-Dodgers, I believe Friday was Apple TV. So not everybody can watch it unless you have Apple TV. I guess you can choose to watch it, but you're paying. Second game was on Fox, where we were in Cincinnati. We tried to turn the game on. We got Guardians, whoever the Guardians were playing. We were in Ohio. Everybody wants to watch, but like when the Dodgers and Yanks are playing, maybe make sure that everybody across country can watch it. And then Sunday Night Baseball.
Are you sure it was like Fox, or were you on like FS Cleveland?
No. Fox. I think Fox has.
That's wild.
Fox will do sometimes Fox will do 2 or 3 broadcasts on a night, and depending on where you are in the country, you get. So I'm sure East Coast and West Coast got Yankees, Dodgers, and the people in the middle maybe got the Guardians and whoever the Guardians were playing. But, just an interesting tidbit there on the scheduling front.
I mean, Yankees-Dodgers is something that should be able to be watched across the country on like main networks, no matter what.
I mean, especially when both teams are good. They
play.
never, until this new schedule, they didn't get to play each other very often, and the Dodgers going to Yankee Stadium was a big deal.
Yeah, I feel like that needs to be on every platform that you could watch. Just very easily.
Just ping it right to people's phones.
Yeah.
Put it right there. Good games, though. Good games, good series. I think the stadium seemed pretty electric. I was just with our good friend Scotty Efros. He said 50,000 a night.
Oh. Ooh.
Sold out every game, standing room only. Pretty cool, like for June baseball, that kind of atmosphere.
I saw Freddie Freeman said something. He said, I've played here a bunch and I haven't really seen the stadium like this, especially in the middle of June. And he's like, this is really cool to have this environment this early in the season, which is, kind of, you figured that was going to happen with how well both of those teams have been playing.
Yanks are playing some ball.
Doing it, man.
Tom, care to comment?
Well, I kind of want him to go on a cold stretch so we can get mad, Tom.
Yeah, Tom.
It's been too easy for him lately.
Happy Tom, do you want to say something about the?
Is that
a raise? Are you wearing a raise?
Yeah, wait a minute. What's
good
going
shirt?
on here?
I'm a fan of all good shirts.
You like the AL East?
I grew up going to the Hudson Valley Renegades, who now are an affiliate of the Yankees, but at the time were an affiliate of the Rays. So I saw Longoria and a lot of guys. So I always, obviously, it's a little odd because they were an interdivision rival, but I always had a soft spot in my heart for the Rays. So,
you know who else has cool shirts? Boston. You gonna wear Boston?
All right, let's calm down. Let's settle down. There's a big difference between putting on a Tampa Bay Devil Rays throwback shirt and a Boston Red Sox shirt. Let's pump the brakes just slightly.
That's fair. It's a fair point.
I will say Judge was not in the lineup today. I was watching the game with my dad, and he was like, "What's Boone doing? He's not playing Judge tonight." And I was like, this is the exact reason why all people think Yankee fans are assholes, because Judge is having the greatest stretch of all time, and he gets one day off, and you're mad. And they scored 2 runs in the first, and I said, "Are you happy now?" And he said, "Would have been better with Judge. Probably would have hit a homer." And I was like, all right, there's no pleasing you. So
Soto's back in the lineup tonight. He's already got a knock.
Yep, got a single his first time up.
And Judge and Riz are out.
Riz hasn't played in a couple days.
I think Sunday, Monday, yeah. Sometimes you need a little mental break. Sometimes you need to watch baseball for a couple days.
I mean, it was LeMahieu hurt to start the year. I was looking at his stats the other day.
Yeah, he fouled a ball off his back foot in spring training. I think he messed it up, broke it. I can't remember.
He just got back relatively recently.
Gotcha. Oh, isn't Garrett Cole decently close, Tom?
Just made another start in Somerset. I think they said he's 1 to 2 rehab starts away from coming back.
Oh. I can't wait until Scotty Efros is back. I'm going to watch so much Yankees. It's going to be gross.
I'm really excited for Scotty to come back. Yanks also have Jason Dominguez, who's hit like 12 homers in his minor league rehab assignment, and they really don't have a place to play him because Stan's played well enough to keep the DH role, and Verdugo's good and left, and Trent Grisham's been. If Trent Grisham's your fourth outfielder, that's a pretty. I know Dakota's going to say that he hasn't played that well, but if Trent Grisham's your fourth outfielder, Trent Grisham's a good fourth outfielder. You can tell me if you disagree.
He's a very good defensive
Listen,
outfielder for a leading
listen.
situation.
I got no issues with Trent Grisham, but the guy's hitting .098.
Hey, we're not talking averages.
But I need to be the realist.
How many
here.
at-bats?
I'm the one
I mean,
that can say these things.
I think he has less at bats than I do.
They had a stat the other night that he had multiple at bats. I think it was in 14 out of however many games the Yankees have played this season. So
he has 51 at bats,
63 plate appearances.
Yeah.
Zach, how many do you have?
I don't know. I know I have like 50 at bats, maybe one or two more.
Incoming. Answer incoming. Answer
maybe
incoming.
more because I've walked.
67. Ooh, you got him by 2. You got more hits. You know what? You're a great clubhouse guy, 5'9".
I'll say the other thing that my dad every day.
Don't me.
Every day my dad comes in and says, "What's Schilt doing? Nobody gets an off day in Atlanta? We can't get Zack Short in the lineup once?" So just so you know, my dad's ready. If you need an agent to make a call, my dad's fired up and ready to talk to anyone in the Atlanta organization about their resting policy.
I like that a lot.
The resting policy is they don't have one. They don't do it.
They do not have one. Won't have one.
You don't want to be Zach's agent, though. Zach yells at me for being too supportive of him.
You're such a joke.
I support you too much. You get mad at me.
Yeah, it's got to be earned.
I wore your shirt today to work out this morning. ZS59.
Hope it ripped.
That's not very nice.
Because
I was getting huge. I like that. Good call.
That's what I'm saying.
I had dinner this evening with good friend Scotty Efros because Scotty's down here in Tampa rehabbing, and it was a blast. It was great to see our friend Scotty. He's doing great. Just an update for you guys on Scotty Efros, friend of the pod. He made us a nice promo video. The bloopers for the promo video were funnier than and better than the promo video. Maybe we'll get some of those out there at the Compound Live. They were electric.
What did he say? Like the compound?
Yeah.
Hey, Compound fans.
Compound fans. God. I'm sorry.
I also liked in the promo video how he said, "Hey, Compound fans, how are you?" As if like people were going to respond to him. I was like, I don't know if I've ever heard anyone in a video say, "How are you?"
Yeah, we're great, Scott. Thanks for asking. What would you give us the promo code?
Compound 30.
Compound 30.
He's the man. He's hilarious.
We also had the London series. We had the London series. I will be interested to see how those teams are doing on the way back from the old London series because it's a grinder. It's a grinder to travel.
You guys went last year.
Yeah, they are going back to the East Coast. I hope they got the vinegar smell out of the locker room. I will never get that out of my nose.
The what?
It was the locker room when we went in. It was, I don't know if it was the epoxy or what because they just built it, it smelled like straight vinegar. Like if you can imagine just like sticking your head in a bottle of vinegar and huffing, that's what it was like. I haven't done that
in a while. I got to try that.
Yeah, try that tonight. See how that goes. After the travel and being jet lagged and walking in there, I was on another planet for the workout day.
Yeah, but then a few homers wake you up, right?
Yeah, gets you right. Bryce Harper hit a homer. He did the soccer celly. That was great for the European fans. That's how you grow the game.
I liked it that he did it like by the dugout. So it wasn't like too like if he does that, like crosses home and does it, I'm like, you're probably gonna get hit. But yeah, like he did it in a good way. I thought was funny as well. I thought that was good.
Yeah, and the second game was a really good game. Mets came back. It was exciting.
I mean, those games started at like 8 a.m. West Coast. I didn't see a single pitch.
Yeah, I was trying to think about what times we played last year, but it was cool to have it on in the clubhouse. We were getting ready for our game.
That was a sick play to end the Sunday morning game, I believe.
Yeah, that was a really good play.
Any further comment on that play, or just that it was a good play?
It was. What do you want from a
great play? Okay,
Zach, here's the issue.
Everyone listening's like, "Oh, was it a great play?
Zach,
Maybe I should go look that one up."
Here's the issue. He's like Joe Buck. He just calls the play-by-play, and then we got to provide the color commentary. And it's not that easy. Okay,
what job
until you're on this side,
what job do you want? Do you want me to do both jobs?
I do it all, man. I can do anything you want. I'm a chameleon.
Well, why don't you give the color commentary on that play?
I'll tell you one thing I can give color commentary on. I'm going to need some Parsay and not be nervous for our live show next week. I'll tell you that much. I'm already nervous. I was laying in bed last night thinking I'm going to be horrible. I'm going to stutter 10 times. People are going to laugh at me and point fingers and say, this guy's a loser.
You worried about some tomatoes on stage?
Yeah, you're going to have to carry me. I'm going to be so scared.
Yeah,
I wish
that'll be
ZS was there.
that'll be the best. That'll be the best Parsay promo we could do is just you and Tom ripping Parsay shots backstage before we get
I
going.
told you, Dakota, we're gonna rip some
100%.
shots. We're gonna be fine. It's gonna be 100% fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine. I'm not nervous. It'll be
No,
fine.
the second we actually get going and you're looking at us, you just can't look out there. That's the biggest thing. It's like when you pitch. Did you look around the stands and go, oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Let 'em
well,
know
I
I
don't know.
wasn't
Taking
That.
it all in. I'm gonna throw this heater right down the middle.
Yeah, you're used to playing in front of thousands of people.
Yeah, I used to be
Same
good at
thing.
that. I'm not good in front of crowds talking.
You just got to be yourself. It'll be fine. We'll talk.
Believe in yourself. Believe in your. We need some of your positivity.
I'm a positive guy. I'm a real happy guy.
Positive guy. Dakota's positivity brought to you by SeatGeek. Baseball's back, and SeatGeek is hooking us up with a new special offer everyone can use. Don't confuse the promo codes. Compound 10, 10% off any tickets on SeatGeek, whether you're a new customer or not. No matter how many times you've bought tickets using SeatGeek before, Compound 10 is going to get you 10% off your next order. Use the SeatGeek app, add promo code Compound 10 to your account. It's a nice deal.
Ooh,
From SeatGeek, our friends at SeatGeek.
did you? I mean, you definitely saw it. The play. What's his name?
Oh my God.
Kikuchi, is that his last name?
Yeah.
For the Blue Jays
Wow.
when he ran into the A's guy.
Okay,
That's like the worst nightmare as a guy not playing.
in Oakland, the dugouts are super far away from the playing surface. There is so much foul ground, but also the dugouts are open. Like every other dugout in the big leagues has railing and like netting. Oakland's just open. Balls can roll in there. You can roll out of there. Doesn't matter. It's all open. So there's a foul ball towards the first base dugout, which is the visitors' dugout. Kikuchi, who's a starting pitcher and is not starting that game. I don't know if he thought it was going to hit him. There's not a lot. It's a small dugout. There's nowhere to go. And the three stairs are like, there's no cover. They are like open. And he just runs onto the field and basically tackles the first baseman.
It was
And there's
wild.
an interference call on a non-player. He's not in the game. That was crazy.
I've had a few of those like in the bullpen where like my move was always to play the man. Like I didn't look at the ball. I'd look at the outfielder. I'm like, where's this guy going? I'm going away from him. Like, I'm like, I hope the ball doesn't hit me. I just need to dodge the outfielder. Kikuchi, it looked like he didn't even like look up or look out at the field. He just took off out of the dugout and like RKO'd the guy. It was like, what's going on here?
That was crazy. I guess it is like if the bullpens, so we're in Tampa right now, the bullpens are on the field. That's the other time this could happen. And bullpen on the field, which there used to be more of. And ball goes up, bullpen scatters. But I can't remember seeing a play where there was a fly ball towards the bullpen and a bullpen guy ran out and hit the left fielder or the right fielder.
I think it was almost more embarrassing that like the athletic trainer like checked in with him, like met him on the field. Like, are you all right? It's like, hey man, it's just
Dude,
go,
the
just
day
go.
before he was pumping like 98.
Yeah. And then he's tackling the first baseman. The guy's just
Yeah,
committed to
next
his
day
team.
tackling for maybe that's like the ultimate team guy. Maybe it's the ultimate team guy when you know your dude's about to get out to be like, maybe I can get this guy.
It's like, oh, that would have dropped otherwise.
Hang on. I need to find something very quick. Speaking of a team guy and our friend, friend Anthony Rizzo.
Did we not talk about this?
I don't think we did.
Zach, while you're finding it, I can stall for you until they asked Anthony Rizzo today if he knew the importance of September 6th off the top of his head, and he immediately smiled and said, "The day I'm coming back to Wrigley." So that was a nice moment.
He
Kind of cool
knows.
to see that he knew immediately when he's going back to Wrigley. And I know we've talked about it, but God, that day is going to be incredible. I'm really excited to see the reception he gets.
After we talked about it on the pod, Danny Mueller, friend of the pod, we were talking about it today when we were playing golf. Maybe we were talking about it yesterday. And he was like, because I said like I'm probably gonna be in left field crying. He was like, I will 100% be in tears.
Ian,
100%.
if I don't go full time here and stay at Driveline, I will be done working. Then can I go to the game?
Yep, come on.
Okay.
Stay on my
Thank you.
pull out.
Okay. I more
Actually,
so meant
Murphy
like,
bet.
would you
Actually,
leave
Murphy
me a
bet.
ticket? Well, I'll find out how the bet is next week.
Yeah, and if you like it, you can come back. If not, like
All
I
right.
understand.
That's fair. That's fair. Sorry, Zach, back to you.
No. It was a week ago-ish, maybe a little bit more. Rizzo, first and second. He is the runner on second base. DJ LeMahieu hits a ground ball right to the shortstop. Taylor-made double play waiting to happen. Yes, Ian.
Oh, I
Yeah,
did
one
see
out.
this. I did
No,
see
no
this.
outs.
Okay.
One out.
Regardless, there's less than 2 outs. And he deliberately, not deliberately gets hit with the ground ball, which, speaking of team guys, dead ball, A, breaks up the chances of a double play. B is a knock for DJ LeMahieu.
It goes as a hit.
It's a hit.
Goes as a hit.
That's crazy. I didn't know it went as a hit.
Oh, yeah.
The ultimate team move. And we've talked about this before. Like when Anthony was here, we talked about it. Like if that situation presents itself, like why wouldn't you? And it's hard to be in that spot. It's hard to be in a position like because you have to be at second base. It's harder to do it if you're the runner on first and there's that play. Like it's harder to get to a place where the ball would actually hit you because if it's hit that slow, it's probably not going to turn it. You might be able to beat it second, but he played it off really well. He slowed up, but it didn't look like he like really slowed up. Wore it right off the shin with no reaction and just kept running right into the dugout. I mean, it was a masterclass in execution.
Well, Zach, you phrased it perfectly because I literally watched the video and I was like, did he do it on purpose? Like it was enough to where I was like, it might have just
You
hit
could
him.
see
I was
he
like,
looked in the corner of his eye.
yeah.
I mean, because you can't just be like, oh, there's the ball. Let me just go kick it.
And it's hard. It has to be hit in the perfect spot where, like you're saying, like it's not obvious you're slowing up or it's not obvious like you're sticking a leg out. Like it has to be a perfectly hit ground ball for that situation to come up.
And like, can I just say one thing about the rules of baseball and how much we've been changing them lately? That's a rule that I would never want changed. Like that
Ever.
is a
No.
genius
Ever.
baseball play. That's a genius baseball play that is like, man, that guy has enough wherewithal to like sell it, make it look good, do it right. Nobody's like, it's cheating. Like, no, that's a great baseball play. That's 1,000 IQ. Like, that is awesome. He was one of the first guys or the first guy to ever talk about that I've heard talk about running through second base
Oh,
in like a 2-out situation, running directly through second base on a double play to try to beat the throw.
I'm telling you, anytime I'm on first base with 2 outs and bases loaded, I am like praying to do it because I'm like, oh, I want to do this so bad. So bad. And like we have, not signs, but like they'll look at you, be like, hey, like run through second, right? And they're trying to make sure that like it's like, yeah, I know. And they're like, no, run. I'm like, yeah, I know. Like,
Yeah, I
can
got it. No,
see-
I'm excited for this. I want to do it. I'm fine. I need that.
And then there'll be fans out there like, what is he doing?
Yeah, slide.
Why'd you guys have to be 80 in those impersonations?
I don't know. You're right. It's probably younger 12-year-old. The
Why?
fuck are you doing?
Why?
You loser.
There's Zack. Dropping hard F's on the pod again.
Not me. It's a 12-year-old.
Take it easy.
Yeah, it's a quote. It's a quote. It's not him.
It's a quote. It's a quote. Yeah. That was quoted to a random 12-year-old.
Sneaky. The Royals have been playing some good baseball as well. Bobby Witt.
And the Guardians.
Yes. I was just talking about how they were chanting Bobby Witt's name the other night after the game, and he kind of took it all in for a second. That guy is
a good baseball player.
He's so good. Just a triple down the left field line, which rarely happens. He was safe by a mile in a huge spot of the game. They were down, I think, 8-0 in the second inning, came back and won. Old Cubs friend Nelson Velasquez with the game-winning fielder's choice. Dude,
How about Seth Lugo?
Yeah, Seth Lugo doing it. I mean, he's throwing tonight, isn't he?
Yeah, the Yankees are roughing him up. He's giving
Oh,
up four.
you know what,
four.
Tom? What a plug that was for your
No, no,
Yankees.
no, no, no. But like what the fact that like if you think about those great Met rotations that Seth Lugo was a part of, if you had said in 2024 Seth Lugo is going to be by far the best pitcher out of that group, it's kind of insane.
Yeah.
I watched a lot of Seth Lugo. It's been really impressive to see what he's turned into.
How about that
What if
Seth Lugo? He's been great this year until tonight, where my Yankees have just roughed him up.
I mean, it just happened to work out that way, guys.
Yeah. Can I just say one thing about Bobby Witt?
Of course.
Bobby Witt had a really nice year last year. He had an 813 OPS, 118 OPS plus, stole 49 bags, led the league in triples, hit 30 pumps, drove in 96 as a shortstop. Finished 7th in the MVP, played 158 games. That's a really good season. Really good season. That was good for a 4.4 WAR. That's a very good season. We love
What's
to
a
see
league
it.
average WAR?
For
Two?
an everyday player, it's like 1.5, 2, 1.5.
I believe it's at least according to Baseball Reference. There's obviously two different wars, but B war is 2 is replacement level for the season.
Okay.
That's
Right
obviously also
now-
assuming you play like 155. You know, you're getting a full season of bats and you're getting a full season of games as well.
Yeah.
But right now, Bobby Witt has. Can I just? I'm going to come back to that because that's a ridiculous statement. Bobby Witt has played 66 games. He has a 3.9 WAR already. Pretty impressive. And I'm just going to go back to what Tom said, really quick. I'm gonna say that thing about Bobby Witt, and I'm going to go back to the thing Tom said. Tom just said a 2 WAR is replacement value, and that you would have to play 155, 160 games to get that, and that's like replaceable. Playing 155 to 160 games is really hard to do, and that's replaceable. If you could be in the big leagues, play every single day, not be on the IL, and post every single day, and a 2, we'll just replace you with somebody else that could do the same thing.
This isn't me saying this. This is Baseball Reference.
Easy.
This is their metric.
No, Tom,
Talk to Baseball Reference.
I don't want to hear it.
Ian, this could be a dumb question, and a question I should probably know the answer to. Being a data guy as I am now, how do you get your WAR to go up? Like, if you hit a home run, like, does it go up 0.1? Like, how does it, like, it's probably like some big algorithm.
Yeah, it's a big algorithm. I think the more good things you do and the less bad things, the better you are. It's like if you do bad stuff, if you do bad things, you get caught on the bases. You strike out. You do some bad things, it goes down. You do the homers and the doubles, and you make good plays, it goes up.
Like, what if I threw at you? I'm gonna throw you a hypothetical. There's no way you're gonna know this answer, but I want a rough guess from you. Say you hit 250, 40 homers, struck out 200 times. Like, you struck out every other at bat, but you hit some juice and like you played average defense. Like, what kind of WAR are we looking at there? Like, you hit 40 plus homers. So,
what position?
Probably pretty good. Yeah,
you playing first base.
First base, probably like a 3, maybe 3.5. The hard thing is WAR has positional adjustments. So as a corner outfielder, first baseman, DH really bad. It's like it knocks you from the jump. If you play the middle of the field, if you play second, short, center field, you get a big bump. Also, WAR doesn't care if you strike out. I don't think WAR cares how you get out. Just if you get out.
You know what's crazy is someone sat there and said, you know what? I'm going to build this algorithm, and this is going to tell me how good you are. And then we're going to pay you money based on what this algorithm told us for how good you are. Yeah, that's pretty wild.
Yep. And like, we're not going to actually value, like, if you play multiple positions, you're actually going to get dinged. You're not going to, like, if you play like 6 positions at a big league average level, which is very good, we're actually going to ding you because you don't play one position at an elite level. But how much more valuable is that to your team? Could be way more valuable.
You know what else WAR doesn't take account for? Heart.
You
don't put that on stats.
Yeah.
I knew Zack
heart and
would
hustle.
like that. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
That's not on there.
Trevor Plouffe had talked about a couple times that later in his career, early in his career, he was grading out very poor metrically defensively. And he went to a guy and he just kind of moved back and moved closer to the line, and just getting a couple balls, like taking away a couple doubles by being closer to the line, it graded him out so much better defensively. And he's like, I don't think I was that much better of a defensive player, but I went from a negative defensive player to a positive defensive player just by moving back and getting closer to the line. So it is interesting how I still think that it's a work in progress war. It's still an evolving process to get it to where we want it to be.
That's the crazy thing too. They can change your war from 3 years ago. They go back and rewrite the algo, and they're like, you know what? Actually, Javi Baez in 2019, he's worth 2 more wins than we gave him credit for when he got paid off it in 2020. What do you mean?
Do you think IHA doesn't know these little tricks for getting his numbers up? Because he does.
I mean, I've
the little tricks out
I've
there.
looked into it defensively. Because it is like it's generated off run value. So like in theory, if you play your defensive position to limit run value, it should be better over the course of the season for the team. So, playing deeper in the outfield in certain situations, taking away balls that could be extra base hits and letting singles fall, like all of that stuff factors in. But at third base, especially like if you're playing closer to the line, those balls that are hit down the line have a better chance of being doubles. The balls that are hit in the 6 hole between the shortstop and third baseman are singles. So the run value on the balls down the line is higher. So if you take away more of those, you'll get more value, would be the theory for like Floof's example.
Someone was telling me the other day at work, I forget what the player was, but like there's a shortstop in the bigs where like they're not as comfortable in a certain position, but they play in that position because like it grades them out better. And like I think they're like not even an ARB yet. And it's like, hey man, like if I'm going to ARB and like you're gonna pay me more money to not play as good of defense, but to be in the position you like better, like that's probably something I'm gonna do. I forget who it was.
And certain guys have to play. This isn't exactly what you're saying, but certain guys have to play. Like Dansby Swanson is the best defender I've ever seen going to his backhand. So like he gives himself a little bit of room going to his forehand because he knows he can make a bunch of plays backhand. And like Nico's the opposite, where like Nico's is really good at going to his glove side. And so he can give himself a little bit more room to help his backhand out because he knows he can cover glove side.
The ball ain't getting up the middle at Wrigley, I'll tell you that much.
There also is a crazy, like you played with Scope. Like Scope one year had like a 13 DRS or something, like something nuts at second base.
He
was just getting like hard hit line drives at him all year and caught all of them.
Yeah.
And because the expected value for infielders when they catch a line drive, even if they don't have to move very far, because the expected value on that is higher, they get like a bunch of points, bunch of bonus points.
Bonus points.
War to me is all made up. It's just crazy.
That's what I'm saying. All stats are made up. Think about
all advanced metrics. You know what's
Think
a crazy one
man.
to me is WOBA and ex-WOBA. Don't get it.
I don't even know what those mean.
Don't get it at all. Your expected batting average is really good. Well, my actual batting average is shit. So I don't know what you want me to do about that. Just keep doing it. They'll fall. They're not falling. It's shit.
I know 2 things. One person here has 2 gold gloves. 2, another person's hands don't sleep. So I don't care about your stats. I want you guys behind me.
Thanks, man.
I like that.
Me too.
ZS59, you got to wake it up right now. Okay.
I'm
I
up.
need a little out of you right now. I need a little bit.
I'm sorry. I'm up.
Your eyes are half open.
That's not true.
Okay.
Can we please, at some point this offseason, can we find a way to have like a golf match and like we'll video it and I'll be like a caddy for both of you?
Why can't I be the other caddy?
If only if somebody was a member somewhere down south in the winter.
It's going to be a battle, Tom, for which one of them gets me. They both love me on the bag. Zach knows.
For what happened to both Zach and I today, the content would all be revolving around us snapping our putters and then like using our wedges, just having a fit on the greens.
But here's the thing. When I'm on your bag, though, I'd calm you down. I'd calm your nerves. I'd be like, hey, man.
You're a calming influence.
I think you take Ian and I take Zach. Ian and I can get a little contentious with each other. I could sense that Ian would throw a club at me at some point and it would not go and like might affect the future of the podcast.
Zach wouldn't. Zach's a good guy.
See, but the thing is,
what am I, a psycho?
Ian's gonna get so mad here. I kind of prefer ZS. I feel like we got a better repertoire on the golf course.
I'll carry my own bag.
I was gonna say Ian's
I'm
gonna
just
feel
worried about the
unwanted.
future
Tom,
of
you've
the
already set us
podcast.
up for failure. You've already set us up for failure.
That was
No.
crazy.
Zach, they can
Yes.
both carry your bag together. I'll be by myself.
ZS knows what I need to be a good caddy, and he can supply that for me.
Hey man, I'll go ahead and put you on there's a blow up mattress I have. I'll just put you right there in the living room. It'll be great.
Hey, how about this? Next time you make an all-star game, I'll send you a bottle of water. Maybe you'll remember that. I'll send you
Wow.
some Fiji water. I got so many comments from multiple people being like, that was an incredible cold opening. And I was like, yeah. It's just, we showed Ian's true colors, I guess.
You had Scotty. Do you have Scotty Efrats put that in my locker?
I did.
Yeah.
What'd you put?
He probably remembered what it was. What did I put? What did he put in your locker?
A bottle of tequila.
Oh, there you go.
Wow, nice.
Yep.
No, Zach, we're talking about back when we made the All-Star game, not this week.
I thought you meant this weekend.
No.
I was like, wait, how would that have happened?
Okay, wake up over there, huh? Just take a nap. It's all right. Come back to you for screen time. A couple minutes. Take it. You can get a little snooze in.
No, you know what we could talk about? The batting gloves you guys wear. Bruce Bolt.
BruceBolt.us. Bruce Bolt's the batting gloves that I wear, the batting gloves that Zach wears, the batting gloves of the future. Bruce Bolt. My favorite gloves, your favorite gloves. They also have baseball pants. They have hats. They have game hats. You can customize them. They have all kinds of special things. BruceBolt.us. Go check it out. Maybe a big announcement coming from them towards the end of the month. BruceBolt.us.
Dude, will you please give me a pair and I'll wear them on stage? The whole time. I'll just wear Bruce Bolt batting gloves.
I kind of like that.
So you're going to be hammered with baseball gloves on?
Let's just say if I get drunk enough on the Parsay, who knows what I'll be wearing? I might have
we
like
can
an
put
Evo
Tom-
shield on.
No shirt with batting gloves on.
We can put Tom in a Bruce Bolt batting gloves, and he can go around duck, duck, goose in the crowd for the giveaways.
You know what's funny is you think I'm going to wear something nice when in reality I'm going to be wearing a ZS59 shirt on that stage.
No, you're not.
You should.
Oh yeah, you don't think
Well, I think
am?
we should all wear ZS59 shirts so that we can honor the man that's not there.
I would. Ow. Twist my arm. Oh no, make me support Zach. Maybe make me support my friends. Oh no, sounds horrible. Zach, just accept my love. All right, just accept it.
The Guardians are playing really good baseball, and is it because of the most underrated player in baseball, Jose Ramirez? Do you guys have
What's his WAR? 1 million?
a million? He deserves it. Do you have a most underrated player in baseball?
Yeah, I say it once an episode. It's Jose Ramirez.
Do you have another name that pops into your head?
It's not really popping if it didn't come right away.
I can think of
Tom, you got one? You got a most underrated player in baseball?
Can't be a Yankee. Ian, do you have one?
I think Kyle Tucker. Kyle Tucker's up there for me.
Damn.
Hasn't been doing it as long as Jose Ramirez. Jose Ramirez is still my number one. But I'll say Kyle Tucker's getting into that realm of like consistent every year, crazy numbers, and doesn't get the love for it.
I got a guy.
I think I got one too.
I was going to say, I know he had a kind of tough start this year, but we talked about him recently. Paul Goldschmidt, sneaky, just been one of the best. Like you go look, he's had, I think, top six MVP finishes in his career. Just a guy that, and like sneaky, kind of a great Hall of Fame case. Like he's going to be a really interesting guy if he has like 1 to 2 more really, really good years. Just been incredibly consistent both in Arizona and St. Louis.
Yeah, I mean Goldschmidt's career is ridiculous. I think because he won an MVP, it's hard to say that he's like overrated, or underrated. Sorry, but he's 7-time All-Star, 4-time Gold Glover, and an MVP. 6 All-Star games in a row is bananas.
Who you got, Zach?
Will Smith.
Wow, Will Smith is a good one. Gets overlooked in that Dodger lineup.
Yep.
Really good player, really consistent, plays a lot. Ridiculous offensive numbers for a catcher. Ridiculous offensive numbers in general, doing it from the catching position.
Really good.
Dakota?
I'm honestly like looking at
My
this
underrated
right
player.
now.
My
I got
underrated
nobody.
player is a pitcher with really good metrics who can really spin a fastball.
Shota Imanaga. How do you think he throws 92 by people?
Do you have an underrated player?
I don't. I'm
Okay.
searching my brain, man. I'm racking
Thanks
my
for
brain.
coming to the pod today. Really
I got
appreciate it.
nothing. What do you want from me? I can't just
Nope.
make it up out of thin air.
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Really enjoyed that segment from you, Dakota. We'll come back to you for screen time as well. Zach woke up. You went to
I'm
sleep.
gonna come up with one and just like randomly shout it out.
Yep.
Wait,
Don't worry
Ian,
about
who
it.
was yours?
Kyle Tucker
Kyle Tucker.
after Jose Ramirez, who is Jose
I
Ramirez.
thought you were
is-
going to say Jose Ramirez, and I was going to.
Yeah.
yell
Who's
at
yours?
you.
Jose Ramirez. Ever heard of him? Yeah. No. Kyle Tucker's my up and coming most underrated player. Danny Mueller's hot take. Would you like to hear it?
Always.
Danny Mueller's hot take for this week is that minivans are great vehicles.
It's not a hot take. It's just a wrong take. That's just
I would
that's,
say-
that's
can I-
crazy.
I'll say this about minivans. We had a minivan when I was a kid. There's a lot of utility to a minivan. When we had long baseball trips, you could put the middle seat down and you could sit in the back and put your feet on it for a long trip. Like minivans have utility. I would just say that I think SUVs have come a long way. I don't know that you need a
used to-
minivan as much anymore.
I think minivans
used-
peaked. I always remember I was jealous when you drive people on the highway as a kid and you saw the minivan that had like the DVD player and the screens. And I'd be like, why isn't this my life? I could be watching a movie right now. Instead, I have to interact with my family. This sucks.
Yeah, now every car can have that.
Yeah. Now it's phone. Who needs it?
I used to
Tablets.
purposely ride with my dad, so I'd have to ride with my mom and look like a dork in a minivan. Are you serious?
We had a
In
minivan.
Minivan? Ugh.
We had a minivan at our school that had spinners on it.
That's swag. If you
Yeah.
if you like lean into it, like look at this thing. I tricked it out, like subs and like spinners. Like that'd be hilarious. Tinted windows. Oh,
This is
that'd
an
be cool.
insane topic.
You never know what you're gonna get from the compound pod. Brought to you by Parse Rum. Ever heard of it? Parse.
Is Danny Mueller coming to the live show? Is that confirmed? Or because we need him to do a
Tom.
live hot take?
Tom, I gotta. We've had some rumblings from a few of the clubhouse staff that you might not be pronouncing Danny Mueller's name right.
I heard it right there too. I heard.
I
it
heard,
as well.
when I said it, I was like, they're gonna call me in that. Let's see if I can skate by on it.
It's Mueller. We're gonna get it right now because
Well, part of the problem is when I was at Illinois State, Danny Mueller was the head coach there. So I have a lot of similar names floating around. But I'll apologize to Danny in person. I'm sorry to Danny.
Danny's not upset about it. Danny's fine with it. Matt
That's
Saruba.
why he's a good guy.
Matt Saruba he's not that happy with it, and he said that if you did it again, I had to call you on it. So Danny Mueller.
Let's hear a hot take from him then. Let's get a hot take out of him.
What were you saying about Danny Mueller before I interrupted you?
I was asking, is he going to be at the live show? Because
Oh,
we need
yeah,
a
he's gonna
we
be on
need
the
a
live
live
show.
hot take from him.
Yeah, he's gonna be on the live show. I asked him if he would come on stage and give his hot take, and he said he would. So I think he's really trying hard to prep a good hot take for the show.
Yeah, tell him next week to save. Like he's got to make sure he's got a good one ready for the show.
I think he has a good Chicago centric one. He's
Like
he's
no
saving.
minivan hot takes.
You were down on that hot take, huh?
I mean,
Do you think Danny's running out? Should we say that?
it's kind of a grown-up show here,
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll tell him.
I got my underrated guy. I've just been looking at my phone this whole time trying to find an underrated player. By the way,
That's a high screen time. way to happen.
but I've said his name before. But I know Zack will love it. We've talked about him before. Tell Marte. Good player.
It's a good player.
There we go. All right, I got one in. Nice. Welcome back,
Yep.
Dakota. Thanks, guys.
That was a good one.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
That was a good one.
Thanks for showing up to the
Welcome back to the
epi,
show.
man.
Yep.
You think Danny Mueller's ever been mad a day in his life? I can go topic to topic. That's how my brain. You go here, there, don't matter. I'm always ready. Danny Mueller ever been angry? Probably not. Nice guy, happy guy.
I've seen him get mad about BP balls.
How so?
There was one year, I think it was post-COVID, maybe 21, that too many BP balls were getting thrown into the stands. Didn't love it. We were low on balls,
Oh,
tight on the ball budget.
Hey,
There was also a year where a coach might have replaced the balls in the cage a little premature or without telling the equipment staff. Don't mess when Danny in baseballs. Don't mess with him. It is the perfect time for Sloan Screen Time, presented by our friends at Sloan. Sloan
Did
is
you
the
get
world's-
confirmation that Music Box Theater is Sloan? I just need to know how long I got to hold my pee.
Oh, Yeah, I'll work on that. I'll make sure
Okay.
if we have to go before or not. Sloan is the world's leading manufacturer of commercial plumbing systems. The company is at the forefront of the green building movement and provides smart, sustainable, and hygienic restroom solutions by manufacturing water-efficient products, including flush-o-meters, faucets, sink systems, soap dispensers, and fixtures for commercial, industrial, and institutional markets worldwide. To learn more, visit sloan.com. I'm a little nervous about my screen time.
Why do you do that? You do that to make me mad.
Nope.
Because
Nope.
you say that, and then it's going to be like 3 hours and 1 minute.
Wow, it's 3:19. I'm 3:19.
There you
Damn.
go. What do you know? Shocker. Mine was 4:19. And I'm 2 hours behind you.
Whoa.
3 hours behind you. Great.
3:39 for the kid.
Yes.
5 hours, 3 minutes.
It's a
Good
good
day
day,
for you, Tom.
Tom. It's a good day.
Good day.
I'm working hard to get that screen time down. I think July I'm going to go on a run where you guys are going to be surprised. I think I'm going to win 2 screen times in July.
Yeah, and I'm
calling it now.
6'4".
Okay.
It's an early call for Tom. Let's make sure we hold him to that. That's
Hold
episode
me to it.
212 of the Compound Podcast, brought to you by Parse Rum. When I say Parse, you say Rum. Parse.
Rum.
Rum.
Go to Vinny's, get your Parse. Remember, Music Box Theater, June 20th, Compound Live, promo code Compound 30, $30 ticket. We got guests, we got giveaways. First pitch at Wrigley. See you next week.